New at 4, women in states across the country are fighting for abortion rights. And now one Ohio woman is facing criminal charges, not for having an abortion, but for her handling of a miscarriage. Laura Aguirre has more on this controversial case with potentially huge legal ramifications in the national abortion debate.
Brittany Watts of Ohio was just under 22 weeks pregnant in September, says a coroner's report, and had gone to the hospital at least twice for pain. Both times she left after being made to wait for hours without treatment, according to the Washington Post.
Ended up going home, had a miscarriage like many others have experienced, and is now being charged with abuse of a corpse.
Maris is not Watts' attorney, but is a defense and trial lawyer closely watching this case. The Post says Watts returned to the hospital, where a nurse called police after Watts told the nurse that remains from the miscarriage could be found at Watts' home.
Prosecutors essentially said it was irrelevant whether or not the fetus was, whether or not there was a live birth. They were focused on everything that happened after.
And it was after the miscarriage, county records show, Watts tried to flush some of the remains and put the rest in a bucket left outside. An autopsy found no recent injuries to the fetus, which had died in utero. Watts' lawyer tells CNN in a statement that there is no law in Ohio that requires a mother to bury or cremate the remains of a miscarriage, and they will continue to fight the charge.
There's a lot of uncertainty about the way these statutes are going to be used, and there's less constitutional barriers that were in place under Roe.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Now, if convicted, felony abuse of a corpse is punishable by up to a year in prison and a $2,500 fine. Civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump posted his support of Watts on X, formerly Twitter, and a GoFundMe for Watts' legal defense has raised more than $135,000.